How's it going today, guys? It's Hank back with another World of Warcraft video. Today I'm going to be doing like a podcast style video where you don't really need to pay attention to what's on screen. You just need to listen. So you can minimize this, do whatever. Today I'm going to be talking about 6.2.3. It's going to be the next patch that's coming off World of Warcraft that actually has content in for us to do. Now, I kind of still hope that since we don't know when Legion's coming out, I still hope this isn't the last patch. Let's jump right into it. Now, I do have the patch notes pulled up over on this screen, so if you see me look over here, because I'm reading straight from that, and then I'm just going to give my opinion about it. First thing I'm going to talk about is time walking. Time walking is actually getting, I don't want to say an overhaul, but it's getting a lot of stuff added to it, that being Cataclysm dungeons. Cataclysm dungeons that are being added are Grim Batol, Stonecore, Lost City of the Tol'vir, Vortex Pinnacle, Throne of Tides, and End Time. Not my favorite. Actually, Lost City of Tol'vir is my favorite from that, so I'm really happy to see that one come. And then other dungeons that are getting added are both ones in Wrath of the Lich King being Pit of Sauron, and the other one's being added for BC, which is Master's Terrace. So I'm glad to see them add more dungeons. I feel like they just need to add everything, but I think they're just trying to get people to go back and do the old content with a new twist, and that actually gives rewards for stuff that's current, which I don't mind at all. Now, the biggest thing that they're doing in this is they're adding Valor back. Now, with Valor, there's not going to be much for this expansion. They're just going to be upgrading where you can upgrade Hellfire Citadel gear and Baleful are the only ones you can be able to upgrade, and you can upgrade them each. You can upgrade them twice. Each upgrades 5 levels, 5 item levels, which is a good thing. I think what they're doing with that is they're making it so more people get to see all the way through Hellfire Citadel, making it a little bit easier. That way, more people can finish it before the end of this expansion. Now, along with raiding, also they are adding cross-realm mythic raiding. So if you're a hardcore raider and your raid team's looking kind of thin, you can get other people from other guilds and go ahead and fill the ranks. That way you can get through it, and that way you can finish. That way you can continue to farm it, whatever's going on with you. Now, another cool thing, they were going to add a mount. It's the Moose, the Groven Warden. They were going to add it to the store. That way you actually had to buy with real money. But they're adding it if you complete Heroic Archimond. That's how you're going to get it. You're going to get an item that takes you to Moonglade. Just turn the quest in, do the little quest line, and you'll get it. It's actually a flying and a ground mount, so it's kind of cool. Now, back to Valor. The most lucrative, the way you're going to get it the most, is Mythic Dungeons. Is what they're saying. They're just trying to get people into more Mythic Dungeons to see if they work, is my opinion. That way they can decide if they want to continue Mythic Dungeons in Legion, which I think is a good idea. Probably what I would do, because I kind of like it, but I wouldn't add it. I would do what they did for this, and I would add it later on. That's the best option, I think. Get people to understand the content, and then add other versions of it. I would change Mythic up a little bit, though. Not just make it harder, but actually change the bosses and add maybe another boss. Now, more with Mythic Dungeons. Mythic Dungeons now have a chance to award items ranging from item level 685 to 725 in 5 item level increments, with a progressively lower chance the higher the item level gets. I kind of like this. It's going to make more people run it because they can actually get upgrades. I don't think anything's 725 on me besides the legendary ring I have, and I don't play hardcore at all. I haven't been playing since Legion was announced. I really don't play because I'm waiting on that. But this is a nice way. It's low drop rate. Like 725 is going to be completely rare. Rarely see it. Now, the ways to get the Valor points from dungeons is complete the first random heroic dungeon of the day, completing mythic dungeons, completing weekly bonus event quests, and completing Raid Finder. Now, this can be any Raid Finder. This can be any Raid Finder, including High Mall, Blackrock Foundry, and Hellfire Citadel. That's going to be about it for all the main topics in the patch notes. What I'm thinking they're doing with this patch is they're just getting out a little bit of content to see if it works for what they want to do with Legion, and just give us some content to play around with until Legion comes out. I think this is kind of the first patch to get us more allocated with how they're going to be doing with Legion. They want to make dungeons more viable and want people to do them more, and make them more popular in a sense. And if it works for this, when dungeons have not been popular at all in Warlords of Draenor, it's going to work for Legion. Overall, so far this patch looks good. It's going to add a little bit of content. Thank you very much for watching. This was Hank. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please give me feedback. Until next time, guys.